today's video is going to be yet another first impressions, get ready with me, on the PinkyRose Center Stage palette. So, sorry, my boyfriend just messaged me. So yeah, I wasn't intending on picking up any new palettes until next month, but we literally have a week left in October. I was intending on just using the Hocus Pocus palette for basically this whole month. But I was going to be tempted by getting another palette during the Sephora VIB sale. But I decided that I'm probably going to skip over that. I'm not really sure. There's actually 2 palettes I'm interested in right now. But I've been interested in trying PinkyRose Cosmetics for such a long time. I did actually receive this palette on, I think it was Saturday, and I wasn't able to try it until today because I was using the Hocus Pocus palette Saturday and Sunday for work. So I'm finally trying it today, and originally I was going to wear the Hocus Pocus palette today, but I was like, I really want to try this palette. So yeah, let's jump into it. So this is the outer packaging. It comes with this little sleeve, and then this is what the actual palette looks like. And then it says the Spotlight Collection on the back. And then when you open it up, it does come with a plastic insert, and then this is the palette. So I've been eyeing this palette for so long, and I just thought that this palette would be such a beautiful palette for Thanksgiving this year. I just thought it had such fall vibes to this palette that I was like, originally I was going to pick it up this month in October, and this was going to be my October palette, but I ended up picking up the Hocus Pocus one. So, and I had skipped over so many ColourPop palettes this year that I was like, I really wanted that one. But it was just going to be this palette that I would have picked up this month. But I ended up getting both. So yeah, we are going to try out this palette today. I just want to show you guys a close-up. So there are 4 shimmers, 2 pressed glitters, and I think 8 mattes in this palette. We're going to do a pretty simple neutral look today because I'm just going to my boyfriend's house. So I really just want to test the palette out. It's not too much about the look. It's more so about testing out the shades. I kind of learned that from Darissa Rain's channel. You guys know I love her. Please go check her out if you haven't. She's seriously amazing. I love watching her. And our next birthstone collab is coming up soon, probably in like 2 weeks. So yeah, anyway, let's jump into the palette because I've been dying to try it and I need to stop rambling so I can actually try it. So I think the first shade that I'm going to go into is Celebrity because I don't think that this shade is going to be light enough for my brow bone. So I'm going to use it as a transition. So I'm going to use this one first. So as I was swatching these a couple days ago, I thought that they were super smooth. So I'm really excited to jump into this palette because it's just been sitting in the box that I got it in for like 2 days, and I was like, I need to try it. So I haven't done a first impression since the Hocus Pocus palette, but that's pretty much the only palette I've been using for most of October. But I think I'm going to slow down with palettes now, but at the same time it's just so hard to say no sometimes. Okay, so that is the first shade, and this is a really nice starting shade. But I do think, starter shade, I just think that this would have been too dark on my brow bone. So the next shade I'm going to go into is the shade called Flash, and it's a really pretty, like, mustardy matte color. And we're going to use that as my crease shade. But these mattes are so soft and pretty so far. They blend really beautifully. So I've seen a lot of people rave about PinkyRose, and there's not too much kick up at all, which I also really like too. But that blends really nicely. Originally, I wasn't going to use this palette today. I was going to use the Hocus Pocus palette. But I think I'm going to use the Hocus Pocus palette tomorrow to go out with one of my friends for lunch. Because I haven't seen her in a while, so... And that is so pretty. That is actually really nice. I like that a lot. Okay. So let me grab my other brush and then we'll go into some of the other mattes. Okay, so for the defining shade, I think I'm going to go into the shade Weekend, which is like this really pretty medium tone brown. Seems to be super pigmented. I'm going to take that in my defining crease area. It's actually much softer when you apply it. I thought it was going to be more pigmented. But these seem to be very buildable shades, but they're very soft and smooth. And I really like that. But I kind of want that built up just a tiny bit more. I was going to do like a green look on my eyes today, but I was like, I'm just going to his house. I just want to wear something neutral. That's why I was going to use the Hocus Pocus palette. So also, so I think I'm going to skip out on the Sephora sale this year. I think I'm only going to pick up 2 mascaras that I want to replace, and that's about it. I want to pick up a full size of the Urban Decay Lash Free because I absolutely love that mascara, that I really want it in the full size. And I'm going to pick up another one of my Anastasia Lash Brags, and that's it. Because I just realized I don't need anything. I might wait like until the next like Sephora sale in like the springtime. I really don't think I need anything. So, and I'm just going to pick up my vitamin C serum, and that's it. Because I am running really low on that, and I'd rather use the coupon that I have on that anyway. So, or I'll just use the 20% off and save the $10 coupon for something else. So anyway, and then for the outer corner shade, I'm going to go into Fame, which is that really pretty dark brown. I'm going to use that. These are such nice mattes. They blend so nice. Oh my god, like, I didn't think they would be this good. Like, they're so beautiful. They're so soft and blendable. Like, there's no patchiness, nothing. They just blend. And even with ColourPop shades, I noticed like a bit of patchiness. And like, this is not gripping to my primer or anything, but it might be because I did let my primer sit for a little bit while I was doing something else before I filmed. So that might help the blendability, but I guess I need to do that more often. Okay, so let me just apply some glitter glue and then we'll apply one of these shimmer shades. Okay, and then for the lid shade, of course, I have to dip into the gold shade first. So I'm going to use the shade Floodlight, which is this beautiful, like, yellow gold. So, I mean, not really yellow gold. It's more of like a bronzy gold, but you guys know I love any type of gold shade. So I'm going to, oh, that is stunning. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Wow. Wow, I didn't expect that to be so pretty. That's like, wow, that's stunning. Okay, so I think my top 3 favorite eyeshadow formulas this year that I've tried are Gimme Glow, Cindy Grace, and Pinky Rose, because this palette is so pretty. And Melt. Melt I freaking love. Melt is a little bit above this, so I would say this would be like in my top 5 at least. I mean, this is beautiful. And they're so soft, the shimmers. Like, they're not, but they have so much pigment to them. They're very similar to the Cindy Grace formula, I feel like. But Cindy Grace has a little bit more pigmentation, but this is just, like, super soft and pigmented. Oh, that is stunning. Okay, so now I'm just going to pop on Hear Me Out on my brow bone from ColourPop, and then we'll jump into the face. Okay, so for primer, I'm just going to do my usual primer, the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Cucumber. I love this stuff. And then I'm just going to take, I don't want to spray a little bit more. A little bit more hydration. I want to take the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I'm a little bit tired today. I don't know if you could tell. I always am. So, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Honestly, like I've said before, I'm pretty bummed that I can't see my best friend this year. That's why I've been posting a lot of Halloween content on my channel, because it's been really helping me, like, you know, get into the Halloween spirit, even though we can't really do anything for it. I'm just asking you guys to please be safe, because if you do like a Halloween party, just make sure you're safe about it. Don't go to one that's too many people. Like, if it's 5 or 6 people, maybe, or like do it outside at least. Because I've been finding, like, anytime like I go out with anyone, I'm outside with them. Like, I don't go over anybody's house except for my boyfriend's house, because he doesn't go anywhere. So he's always isolated. Like, I'm actually the one that's out more than he is. So okay, so I'm gonna take my Kogendo foundation. I was going to use the Maybelline one today, but I kind of really want to use this up. And I think I'm almost done with it, honestly. I mean, nothing's coming out of it now. I feel like this lasts, like, forever. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have to start, like, not using the pump anymore. That's why I was thinking about getting the Pat McGrath foundation for the sale, because if I use up this one, like, I do want like a lightweight everyday foundation still, but then I could just use up my Giorgio Armani foundation then instead of getting the Pat McGrath. So I mean, I could do that instead. So let me see. Okay, there's definitely, oh gosh, that's a lot. There's definitely some in the bottle if I pour it out, so just hoping I don't get it everywhere. Okay. Alright, I'm basically using my napkin now to wipe away the foundation, so. Okay, so let's blend that out finally. I'm eating these barbecue ridge chips from Trader Joe's. They're so good. My mom and I recently made another trip to Trader Joe's like a couple days ago. I bought another couple snacks for myself. But yeah, I'm just getting ready to go to my boyfriend's house. It's a pretty gloomy day out. I worked this weekend. I only worked Saturday and Sunday. And then I'm not working again until Halloween. I'm actually closing on Halloween, so. But that's actually the last day that the mall is open till 7, because next week we change back to normal hours, which I think is kind of stupid, to be honest. 1, because of the virus, like, and 2, no one shops after 7 p.m. Like, literally nobody. They should have waited to change it, like, during Black Friday week. No one's gonna come shopping until Black Friday. So I don't understand why they would change it now. I mean, They've actually been pretty steady. The past week or two, people are coming out to shop, but it is never busy after 7 p.m. Out of all the years that I've worked in the mall, it always slows down after 7 because everybody's home. The only people that do come out shopping then is during the holidays, but I don't think it's going to be that busy this year. I think a lot of people are still going to shop online. Like, last year's Black Friday was terrible, and since the virus is still going on, I don't think people are really going to want to go to the mall and be around so many people. I think Cyber Monday is still going to outnumber Black Friday sales like 10 to 1. It did last year. It did the year before. It goes up every year. And even though people don't have that much money right now and some people aren't working, I think that it's still gonna be way higher on Cyber Monday. So, what do you guys think about that? I think it's stupid, honestly. I feel like Long Island is kind of acting more complacent. I feel like Long Island is acting more complacent about the virus now, and I feel like New York City is taking it more seriously again. Because New York City is actually shutting everything back down because they had a surge go back up. So, yeah, I haven't really talked about the virus in a while on my channel. It's just because Election Day is nearing, so I kind of wanted to mention it, but I just want to know what your thoughts are on that because I haven't really asked about it in a while, so just hang in there, you guys. I know it sucks, but it's for the good of our population. Just think of it that way, you know? Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to apply the Wet n Wild concealer underneath my eyes. I'm in the shade, what shade is this again? I'm like rambling so much, but I haven't really done a get ready with me in a while. Fair Beige. So some interesting stuff has happened on Instagram lately for me. I don't know if I should share it now or if I should talk about it in a live, because I haven't done a live in a while on my channel, because when I'm home, I'm either filming a Halloween look or I'm actually going live on Instagram with Justice. I've mostly just been doing Instagram lives this month. So I'm hoping to do like an YouTube live at least maybe before Halloween or maybe like that Sunday. I'm just setting my face with my e.l.f. powder. I mean, honestly, this video shouldn't be too long anyway. I just wanted to chat. I forgot to blow my nose before I put on my foundation. Oh well. Because the chips I'm eating are pretty spicy. Now I'm just going to set my face with my Flower Beauty powder. Actually, let's talk about palettes, because I think I want to save some of the drama from Instagram for a live. So let me just grab my eyeliner and mascara real quick. Okay, so before we talk about some palettes, I just want to jump into my lower lash line. So just need to find my brush. If I could find it. Yeah, this one. So for the lower lash line, I think I'm probably just going to take the shade Flash and maybe a tiny bit of Weekend and smudge those on the lower lash line. I have so much crap on my desk right now. It's like ridiculous. It's always like so much crap that like you don't have room to put the palette. Because I got rid of the boxes that were on my floor earlier. So I'm probably just going to take Flash because It's a really, like, pigmented, nice, easy matte shade. So I think I'm gonna skip out on the Melt Cosmetics She's in Parties palette. I was going to make a video about skipping out on the Sephora sale this week. I'll probably post it. I'll probably just film it next week because the Sephora sale is going to be going on next week anyway. And I wanted to film my other Halloween look that I have to film on Wednesday. Because I was actually intending on filming it today and I was going to stay home today. But I was like, I really wanted to see my boyfriend today. And I already didn't see him all weekend. So I was like, yeah, I want to come over. So, I think I'm just gonna make a video next week on what I'm skipping out on this week. Because usually, this sale. Because usually I make a wish list video. And I will share my wish list. But I'm also going to say, like, why I'm not going to get the products. So, I think I'm going to wait to film that next week. So, and then I have to film my favorites video next week too. But I also want to film a Halloween tag as well this week. Hopefully like Friday. I don't know. Or maybe I'll film that on Wednesday. So anyway. The inner corner shade I'm going to go in with is Glam. And that's like a really pretty, like, lighter gold shade. Sorry, too much barbecue. So I'm skipping out on that. But, of course, ColourPop always comes out with some type of Disney collection during, like, the holidays or, like, November. And everybody was guessing because, you know, they posted saying, like, guess our next Halloween Disney collection, and you could win a free subscription to Disney Plus, and I think the whole collection. So they posted a teaser, and they said it was on Disney Plus, and everybody pretty much guessed that it was Mandalorian. And they guessed that it was going to be a Baby Yoda palette, and it's a Baby Yoda palette. And the palette looks so freaking adorable that I'm like, damn it. But it is just a 9-pan. And it only has 4 shimmers in it. But it looks so pretty. And I have only picked up one 9-pan palette from ColourPop this year, which was the Going Coconuts one. And then the only other ColourPop palette I picked up this year was the Hocus Pocus one. So I'm kind of tempted to get that palette over the Melt palette instead. Because I already have the Rust palette. And honestly, I kept on telling myself I don't really wear purples that often. And I have a couple of, like, purpley shades in this Center Stage palette. So I'm like, I really don't need it. I mean, it looks gorgeous, and I really do love the Melt formula. But honestly, the only 2 brands that I bought more than one palette from this year was Give Me Glow and ColourPop. So, but I'm thinking about getting another ColourPop palette, so. But I pretty much got all the palettes that I wanted to try this year. So, Pinky Rose, Cindy Grace, BH, which ended up being like my favorite palettes anyway. So, but so far I'm really liking this palette. I think that the mattes blended out beautifully. So far I really, really like it. So I'm definitely gonna have to test it out more. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply some eyeliner. I'm just gonna use my brown liner from Maybelline. God, I'm tired already. And I'm not sure what we're going to eat for dinner tonight. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to finish that off camera. Okay, and then for mascara, I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Telescopic. So I saw the palette from ColourPop, and I'm like, oh my god, it is really, really cute. And it just looks really pretty. So, but ColourPop does put a lot of greens in their palette. I mean, of course, this palette has to have green in it. Baby Yoda's freaking green. So, it makes sense, but like, they do use a lot of the same green shades in their palettes. Like, they put green in the Hocus Pocus palette. They put green in the Garden Variety palette. They put green in the Wild Nothing palette. They always put like a pop of shimmer that's a green. And they put it in every single palette except for the main squeeze palette. And everybody was so upset that they didn't put a green in the main squeeze palette that I guess like they were like, oh, let's put a green in every other palette. And they put a green in the Sandstone palette too. And there was a lot of controversy about that palette. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of waiting to see if they reveal more pictures to see if this isn't actually like, if this is actually a full collection. Because then I might not get the palette. I might get like something else from it. Because honestly, I really wanted to be done with buying eyeshadow palettes this year. But it just looks so freaking adorable. And it comes out by like this weekend. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm still debating on it, but it looks so pretty that I'm kind of really tempted. Okay. And then for bronzer, I've used this like every day this month. I love it. So I'm using the House Labs Savannah bronzer. I just love it. I think that the formula is so nice. You barely need like any of it, and it applies so nicely. I'm obsessed. And the highlights are beautiful, and the blush is beautiful. I think she did a really good job with these duos. I just feel like she is a little bit too late to the game with these. Like, I feel like these should have came out like last summer. But I'm glad that she finally did come out with blushes and highlights, because I was waiting for it. I was like, girl, where are your blushes and highlights? I wonder if she's going to do concealers or foundations at some point. Since her brand is mostly online, like, it would be nice if we could actually look at them in store. But I would want to see, like, reviews on it first. Okay, so now I'm just going to grab my blush and highlights. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to go into my Cindy Grace blush and highlight today. I'm going to use that. I forgot what the shade name is called. It's called Peaches and Cream. I knew it was Peaches something. Okay, so let me just apply that. It's such a gloomy day today. Ugh, it, like, sucks. Like, this whole week is going to be such gloomy weather. Excuse me. I almost feel like the Cindy Grace and the Dreamscape highlight from ColourPop are so similar. I feel like the Cindy Grace one has a little bit more gold in it. Like, it's not as white cast. It's more of like a light gold. The Dreamscape one is very white. Okay, so for the highlight, I'm going to use that one. Oh my god, sorry. And the shade's called Golden Wonder. It just kind of like flopped around when I picked it up. But I haven't used this in a little while, so I'm going to use it today. And it's such a beautiful highlight. I feel like I need a new highlighting brush, though. I feel like this one doesn't pick up that great anymore. I feel like it's getting super old. And I might declutter or sell my glow kits because I tried using the Nicole Guerrero one yesterday. And I just feel like it doesn't perform the way it's supposed to anymore. It's very crumbly, and I just feel like those shades don't look good on my skin anymore. Like, I have some highlights that are like too dark for me. So I really just don't use them. Okay. And then I'm just going to spray with my ColourPop spray. Okay, and then I'm just going to do my brows off camera, and then we'll grab a lip. Okay, so all we have left is our lippy. So I'm going to go into this Aladdin lippy from MAC, and it's called Princess Incognito. I haven't worn this in a long time, so I wanted to wear it today. It's like a really pretty, like, rosy tone nude, but it's really not too pink. It's such a pretty shade. Sorry, just tired, you guys. We should be done in a minute. Oh, I love this lippy. And even though I got the Hocus Pocus palette, I feel bad for the people that didn't. And I hope that ColourPop learned from that, because a lot of people are worried that the Mandalorian collection is going to, like, sell out right away, just like Hocus Pocus. But I feel like that collection wouldn't be as high in demand as Hocus Pocus, but Baby Yoda's, like, super popular, so who knows? Okay, so that's pretty much it. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I really enjoyed using this PinkyRose Center Stage palette. I think it performed really beautifully. I have nothing negative to say. I think all the shades were stunning. I mean, all of them blended so nicely. So I'm really excited to try more of the shades in this palette. I'm just so excited that I finally tried it today. Like, literally having it sit in my room for 2 days, I'm like, I was eyeing it like, girl, you need to try it. So finally tried it today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts on PinkyRose, if you've ever tried the brand. What do you guys think of their palettes? But yeah, this has been on my wish list for a long time. I think Justice and Debutante both recommended this brand to me, but I knew about them. I don't remember how I found out about them. It was definitely way before I was friends with Debbie and Justice, but I just can't remember where I saw them. I think it was Nikki Tutorials that actually introduced me to their brand, and I think Nicole Guerrero might have them, but I think it was definitely Nikki Tutorials. She used, like, the Exotic Peacock on her channel, and I think so did Nicole Guerrero. So I saw, like, the Exotic Peacock palette on both of their channels, and I was like, ooh, that's gorgeous. So I checked out their palettes, and I was like, ooh. So that was, like, definitely a while ago. If I don't, like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't know why I can't hold the palette properly, but there are 2 pressed glitters in here. I'm not sure if I'm, like, exactly thrilled about using them anytime soon, but we'll see. There's only 2 other shimmers I need to try, so I'm not really too overwhelmed about that. I just really wanted to do, like, a bronzy gold look today. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated, but so far I really love it. And you guys know I love the House Labs bronzer, and the Cindy Grace blush and highlight are stunning. And you guys know how much I love MAC lipsticks. So yeah, that's it, you guys. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Please follow me on my Instagram at CBW819. Sorry, I thought my dog was coming in here. So yeah, bye!